This is January 15th, 2019. We are in Vista, California at the courthouse. State of New California notice to all Californians, grievance number 51, Declaration of Independence, 1-year celebration. New California State will reread the State of New California's Declaration of Independence, first read on January 15, 2018. New California is a new state in development, exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. Citizens of New California decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, we, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. The counties of New California bring forward 95 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Affirmation of the allegiance of the United States of America and justification for the formation of the state of New California, January 15, 2018. With faith, diligence, and our sacred honor, we do hereby declare our unity with natural law and the United States of America's Constitution. We stand firm in our pledge to maintain and support the freedoms of the people of our nation and New California at all times, at home and abroad. With God as our witness, honoring the foundational principles, we take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, to stand together as free citizens of New California to be a sovereign state of that nation which we hold dear, the United States of America. As we seek to remain a member of our union, in order to form a more perfect union, we resolve to create the free, sovereign, and independent state of New California due to the past and current government of California having failed in their oath of office, obligations, and responsibilities as representatives of we the people to provide a republican form of government as guaranteed by Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution. Declaration of Independence, intention to form the state of New California, January 15, 2018. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, property, and the pursuit of happiness. To ensure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them, they should declare the causes which cause them to separate. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such design that is most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Governments long established should not be changed for light and transient causes, and accordingly all experience has shown mankind is more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. However, when a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object, it clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. The history of the present governor and government of California is a history of repeated injuries and usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of a tyranny over the counties of New California and the state of California. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to seek a constitutional remedy to abuse of powers. We, the people of the counties of New California, solemnly publish and declare these counties are, and of right ought to be, a free and independent state, that we strive to be free from the state of California, and that as a free and independent state, have full power to establish and maintain law and order, to promote general prosperity, and to do all other acts and things which an independent New California state may rightfully do. We therefore, the representatives of the counties of New California, appeal to the California legislature and the federal Congress to pass resolutions to create the state of New California, and for the support of this declaration, with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. Insurrection. The government of California, the current governor, and the monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is a United States federal law that governs the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion, illegal acts and tactics. Utilizing Marxist, Leninist, and Maoist revolutionary tactics, the California governor, monoparty system, and local government officials support and celebrate these tactics as a means to introduce and subvert all aspects of California government and civil society in an attempt to destroy the state of California and break down the sovereignty of the Union of States of America. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California government, in conjunction with the communist state executive, instituted wherever the current communist governor has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very Union of States which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting communist governor of California, the monoparty legislature, and the local elected officials is evidence of abdication of their responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and the citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. The citizens of New California state pray for the president to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California state. This concludes these proceedings. NewCaliforniaState.com is the website, and the phone number is 877-828-2753.